And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in a game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. And how about we check the numbers for Jimmy Butler?
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Myers Leonard. Dragic is out there with Bradley. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now, here's Bradley. Now, Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Goran Dragic.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
First one falls for him.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Butler finds Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. On offense, here are the Clippers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
And here's Dragic. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Kicks it out to Leonard. That's a 2 from Butler. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Bradley with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Outside Butler. From deep. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Now, here's George. 17 points in his last outing. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Dragic. A 14-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Shoots over Leonard. And the shot is long.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's Miami with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
You could see it in that game. Despite the odds going against them, once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Well, once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
The shot by George, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Adebayo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Los Angeles leading by 3. Up top, Leonard, defended by Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Here's Beverly. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Last time they met was in Miami.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory. And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
A chance to check out the stats for Butler. Just an incredible month of basketball, putting up 26 points per and 7 rebounds. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bradley. That shot wide open. Leonard's got 8 points.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Pass to Adebayo. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. The second effort, and he lays it up and in. He's got 10.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Butler with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
It felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the first one drops.
Now, Jimmy's an interesting personality on the team, so between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, that can be a delicate balance.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Heat also with a sub. Achua's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside, George. Leonard against Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
He's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Heat also changing it up. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Heat trail by 4. The pass to Achua. Robinson finds none. Outside Butler. Fires for 3. Basket made. Just his 2nd this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Well, Butler feels like he can take and make just about any shot that he wants. What great confidence on display.
Zubats with it. Robinson picks him up. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. On defense, Miami. They trail by 1. Shot clock at 6. A 3 from Leonard.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
To the paint, it's stolen by Morris. Here's the break. Here's Jackson. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. Passes it to Nunn. Back to Adebayo. Here's Achua. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They get it again. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Pass to Achua. Righty that time from Leonard.
Now that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 8 points. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's now 6 points for Bam Adebayo. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kabengele's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Iguodala's checked in. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Jackson to stop the run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Miami. Pass to Achua. And it's blocked. And here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Three-pointer. That one misses. And Miami the other way now. Adebayo finds Iguodala. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And the Heat making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Los Angeles on D. They trail by 1.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Robinson against Kennard. Knocked loose. Here's Zubac. It's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
None with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Right side, Leonard. Shoots over Zubac, and that one hits back iron.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Kennard. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Outside Robinson. The pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Miami needs to get a shot off. None. That's good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Clippers trail by 3. Passes to Zubac. There's the dish to Jackson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Iguodala kicks to Robinson. Back to Iguodala. Here's Achua. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Achua's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jackson dishes to Morris. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both. The Heat with the lead. Nunn looking around. Fires the 3. But they get it back. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. It's a good old-fashioned basketball. It's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Patrick Beverley out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. It's Kevin Gelly in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And that one's good, George.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Kendrick Nunn playing at Southside Chicago's Simeon High. That's the exact same high school that one Derrick Rose came from. He also played alongside Jabari Parker and won 4 state titles there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
George passes to Cabangeli, and it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment for Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And those 4 straight titles in Illinois record made it 7 total in Simeon's history.
That's unbelievable stuff, and that's probably why there's great reason why Kendrick Nunn's jersey hangs there in the rafters. Only 4 players have gotten that honor.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. So he gets them both. Now here's Dragic, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Iguodala. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Leonard kicks to Iguodala. That 3 off the mark. Beverly against Dragic. With the teardrop. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Leonard. Pass to Iguodala. The kick out to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, Bradley around the basket knows he's going to face some force, and that time got inside and forced the defense's hand.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Myers Leonard. And so Bradley nails both of them.
There's a nice, quiet leadership quality that Avery Bradley gives to his teammates, and it's something that the coaching staff absolutely is on board with.
Now George. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Puts it up from 15, and it's Leonard missing. The Heat leading by 5. Iguodala finds Dragic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. And the pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Dragic, and Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Outside Bradley. Three-pointer, Butler. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
You look at George. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
George looking around. The putback. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Butler from outside. Butler can't get that one to fall. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. That's short off the rim.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Rockets the pass to Butler. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And checking out the stats for Beverly. How last month turned out for him, he's right around 5 points a night, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds.
We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against San Antonio. Butler with the steal. And he gets the bucket. Butler's got 14 points.
Defense just clearing out there as Butler on the drive, playing very physical with the ball.
Butler against Leonard. Unloads. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Clock at 6. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubats is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Heat also with a sub. Robinson's checked in for Goran Dragic. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Back to Jackson. Down low, here's Morris, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua comes in for Andre Iguodala, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Bradley.
One shot.
Free throw good from Morris. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason. A year ago, a lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Nunn. Outside Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Zubats. Here's Achua. Nails the baby hook. Achua's got 8 points.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Outside Leonard. Tries it from the top of the key. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Pass to Achua. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Zubats. And here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Achua. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Miami grabs the miss. Butler in the corner. 1:57 left in the second quarter. Adebayo, and the rejection by Zubats. In the corner, it's Morris. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Loads it up for Adebayo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Outside Jackson, pass to Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
There's the pass to Adebayo. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 6.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
None against Jackson. Now, here's Achua. He's guarded close. Here's Butler. They get it back. The dunk by Achua. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the Clippers making a change here. Kabengele's checked in.
One shot.
Leonard, he's checked in for Miami. And Jackson, no good on that one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's none. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus at that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. Looking at the second quarter scoring, they had a slight edge. They really worked hard late in the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Avery Bradley is out there with Dragic. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Butler in at the 3. And the rejection by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
George against Bradley. George with the ball. It's stolen by Dragic. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
From deep, George. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
For Miami, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
Leonard hits them both.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Passes to Ibaka. From the arc, Goran Dragic grabs the board.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. George finds Beverly. Now Leonard, defended by Butler. 6 to shoot.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Bradley against Beverly. Dragic left side. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. With the floater. That shot no good.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Clippers trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Leonard, no luck. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Putting up about 25 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Leonard. Over Dragic. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Heat leading by 3. Launches a 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Beverly up top. He's guarded by Dragic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
The The first one falls.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
All free throws good from Beverly. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Dragic against Beverly. And good that time.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Outside, George for the tie. Connects from three-point range. George has got 5 now.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Dragic finds Adebayo. Now here's Bradley. Pass to Adebayo. The lob to Bradley. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Paul George.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
That's pretty pure from Avery Bradley. Huge part of his game. He's been working on that three-point ball.
And George kicks to Leonard. On the wing, Batum. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Clippers trail by 3, and here's Leonard from 3. Kept alive. Here's Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Heat also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Duncan Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. The Clippers trail. Outside, George. For the lead. A second chance effort. And it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got his second bucket. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Achua, the pass to Bradley. Loads it up for Adebayo.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Jackson from long range. The shot comes out. The Heat go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
First one falls for him.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he can show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Kabengele's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Miami trailing. To the middle, here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Jackson passes to George.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Right wing. None wide open. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 5th foul. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Robinson against Kennard. Got a hand on it. Now the pass to Adebayo. And the rejection by Zubac. Butler against Morris. Passes it to Zubac. Count the basket. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Nunn passes to Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler not going to back down in that situation, just inviting some contact.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Luke Kennard. And so Butler nails both of them.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Pass to Batum. He dishes it to Jackson. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 1. And Adebayo throws it down.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Jackson looking it over.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. Second, Jimmy Butler. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players
Take a break.
at a
Take a
position
break.
where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
We've seen a lot of three men be great scorers over the past couple years, but these guys fit right in the category of being some of the best passers, almost point guard-like skills. Crisp ball movement is never an issue with any of them on the floor.
And so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Yeah, the night is getting long for anybody guarding Jimmy Butler now. With his shot on target, he's going to open up a lot more of his offense.
Zubac finds Morris. To halt the run. Offensive rebound. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Zubac.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Pass to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Morris outside. Jackson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Over none. Jackson misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
In the corner, none with it. That one falls. And so it's the Miami Heat going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Morris in at small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, the last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
Jimmy Butler at the line for
2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. Clippers trail by 12. Butler with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Butler with the ball. Another shot, and the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Heat. Leonard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Nunn passes to Achua. Stolen by Zubac. George against Robinson. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by Robinson. Now Beverly. Back to Leonard. Over Robinson. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Leonard.
Now the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Here's Butler, and it's sent back by Leonard, and he recovers it. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Beverly for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Butler, and he drops it in from the low post. Butler's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
And George gets it to go.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And the Heat call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Miami, Avery Bradley. He's checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Dragic dishes to Bradley. Floats one up, and it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The pump fake can still be used. This just in. And Butler with a great up fake to keep the defense off balance.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Clippers trail by 9. Outside, George. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Bradley. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. That's tipped.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And now it's only a 5-point Heat lead.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Outside Dragic, 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Miami no good on that time either. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Batum. Count it from 12.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Bradley passes to Dragic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a big boy play from your point guard there to absorb the hit and still get the shot to go.
Here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Dragic the pass to Butler. The shot, no good. AT that time from Leonard. Here's George. And it's Miami with the rebound. Achua's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Butler, no good.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Leonard from 3.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Oh my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. The pass to Leonard. Hits the 3-point bomb. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Outside Leonard. To the paint. Here's Bradley. And the rejection by Ibaka. George against Bradley. To take the lead. The shot by George, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Now, Bradley plays with a pretty decent force from the 2-guard spot, and that's how he gets calls like this.
Avery Bradley. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Bradley. Adebayo is checked in for Achua. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Beverly. Outside, George. No good with the triple.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
And Butler, here we go. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he knocks down the first one. And so Butler nails both of them. And here's Dragic. Butler kicks to Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. In the corner, Bradley with it. Goes back up. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 20.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Butler against Leonard. It's good. Leonard's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Butler against Batum. Shots good from Butler. And the Heat lead by 8. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Leonard. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dragic kicks to Butler. .135 left to play here in the fourth. Good on the bucket. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
And Butler just has it all. Likes catching the D by surprise with that silky smooth floater.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 10. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat leading by 10. Bradley passes to Dragic. 1:07 left in the fourth. Back to Bradley. Clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. Over Beverly. And it's Leonard missing. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Heat.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Bam Adebayo.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Butler. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And so here is Miami. Bradley with the ball. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.